Welcome back, guys. So this is 5.1 notes. It should be relatively easy today. So I'm just going to kind of read through all this stuff so you can kind of follow along with me. So recall, when you want to graph an equation, you can either use the slope and y-intercept or construct a table of xy values. So we practiced in the end of chapter 4, graphing an equation. Okay, so we're going to kind of use that same process in this section. We've also learned how to solve equations with one variable, where I'm like 5 plus x equals 6, and you guys solve that x equals 1. Okay, and you've also learned how to write an equation with two variables, y equals mx plus b. Okay. Sometimes we have two pieces of information that are relevant that need to be part of an equation. An example would be you have 3 hours of homework between math and science, but science has to be turned in at midnight while math has to be turned in tomorrow morning. So which would you do first? And hopefully you would do science first because it's actually due first. Okay, so things like that. It's not that specific, but you can kind of think of it like that. So if we look at an example, Mr. Mish has X number of goats. Okay, so he has X number of goats and Y number of cows. So we have some mix of animals here with a total of 9 together. So the number of cows plus the number of goats equals 9 total. So we could have 1 goat and 8 cows, right? Because 1 plus 8 is 9. You could have 3 goats and 6 cows because 3 plus 6 is 9, and so on, okay? We can't know for sure unless we have more information, right? They have to tell us, oh, well, we start with 1 cow or something like that. So they're going to tell us that he has twice as many goats as cows. So my two equations, I'll call x the number of goats and y the number of cows. So we had this one, x plus y equals 9. Okay. And we have the equation that he has twice as many goats as cows. So however many goats he has twice as, however many cows he has twice as many goats. So the equation is x equals 2y. So this is the number of goats. This is the number of cows. So if he has 2 cows, he has 4 goats. So on. So if I make a table of values for each equation, so I'm going to make a table of values for x plus y equals 9 and x equals 2y. Okay, I can see what they both have in common. So I want to find one x and y value. Okay, so one point, you can think of these as like points here, that they're exactly the same in both tables. Okay, so if I already filled in this chart for you. X plus y equals 9. So when I have 0 goats, I need 9 cows. When I have 1 goat, I have 8 cows. 2 goats, 7 cows. 3 goats, 6 cows, and so on. And I can't have a negative number of goats. That's why I start with 0, and I end with 0 cows down here. Okay, so when you guys start making your tables, you're not going to do as many numbers. You'll just go until you find one that's similar, okay? So let's fill this one in together. When I have